you make it look fresher. But you ain't following those trends, baby, you the setter. Mind, body, soul.
Hey Aries, what's up? And welcome back to It's the Bree Show. Happy Gemini season to you all. Okay, I hope you all have been well. I hope Taurus season definitely, hopefully treated you well. If not, don't worry because you have time. Like, baby, time. Okay. Yeah, time. That might be another thing for you too, Aries placements, is time, in a matter of time. Okay, so it could even be certain things that, could be coming in for you, or you could, y'all could have been waiting on or waiting for, right? But I feel like this season, or maybe that's what you guys may have learned from Taurus season, okay, or could be learning this Gemini season, is a matter of time. That's what I'm kind of, that's what I'm kind of like feeling for you guys, okay, for us, for everybody, okay, is a matter of time. Okay, also what you do with your time, okay, even down to like just what's on your mind, okay, what you think about constantly, your daily routines and patterns, okay, just make sure that, all of that you're taking into consideration, and you're definitely, make sure you're taking care of your health and your mental health, especially this Gemini season, because ultimately Gemini does rule the mind. It's ruled by Mercury as well as Virgo. Okay, so it's very important this season to take care of, your mental as well as your physical health. Not saying that it doesn't matter any other season. Common motherfucking sense, it matters all year long around. But as far as in regarding to this Gemini season, okay, you might be dealing with some matters of the mind, okay, or even just dealing with certain things, certain people, certain places, okay, that maybe even, certain music, certain sounds, certain tunes, you know what I'm saying, that also might like you might start to kind of realize or notice how things, are these people, are affecting you, right? In different ways, and it could definitely be for better or for worse, right? All right, so Aries placements is Gemini season. Okay, so off the rip, okay, so you guys, you have the Sun card, okay, so some of you guys could definitely be dealing with the Leo, or you could have Leo in your chart, okay, or just in regards to something, now this could definitely be the energy that you guys could definitely be stepping into this Gemini season, wanting to step out, wanting to, even be seen more, wanting to express yourself, your sense of course, Aries individuality, are just really feeling more warm, really just feeling like literally the sun is on you. You might want to talk a little more, express yourself a little more, even just down to like your words, you know what I'm saying, your language, your words. Some of you guys could even literally be learning new languages, or you may know how to speak different languages, okay, or that could be something that you might be interested in, especially if you have Gemini placements, okay, you might actually be good in learning like different languages and stuff like that, right? So this could also be a time for you guys to explore. Okay, so I feel like also too for some of you guys, so some of you guys now could be a little impulsive, okay, or just like sensitive when it comes to obviously your feelings and emotions, okay. Or this could be other people around you, right, who may be feeling more sensitive to the way that you express yourself, okay. um but I feel like a lot of you guys, you know, definitely have taken the time out to heal, or even just spending a lot of time like alone or like in solitude, or kind of like to yourself, you know, trying to figure out what it is that you want. You know, some of you guys could have maybe even been like in an unhappy space for a while, or maybe, oh sorry, that was a damn car alarm went off. What was I saying? Yeah, or in solitude, okay, or maybe even just kind of unhappy, you know, or just kind of like, you know, like just, you know, when you get in a space where you kind of pull back, you know, and it's not like you're hiding from the world, or you're not still engaging with people, but maybe you're like, maybe you guys went through a time, right, where you kind of pulled back your energy, right, or pulled back, you know, maybe even your emotions, right, from some people, and now it could have been in regards to like your family, okay, or children, or your home life, okay, or even a mother, okay, or people that you could have been, you know, maybe like kind of cool with before, or around before, connected with. A lot has to do with connection too. So whoever you are, or whatever you are connected with, I feel like that also is going to play a huge role this Gemini season in your life. But yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys too, you know, you are honestly like happy when you're alone, you know, or like you like to party, or just kind of like, you know, have fun and shit like that when you are alone. Or that just might be the advice for some of you guys, you know, especially if you haven't taken the time, you know what I'm saying, by yourself. Because even though Aries is the individual, Aries obviously opposite Libra, you know, sometimes Aries can be more Libra like than Aries like, you know, to the point where, we can get too wrapped up into other people, right? Because ultimately that's Libra, you know, representing the other person, the other half, the partner, right? Libra is the balance scale. It represents relationships. But yeah, I feel like, and this, obviously not for everybody, but for some people, if that is you, or if that was you, and if you, were a lot, if you were, spending time around a lot of people, or even just around a lot of chaos and stuff like that, you know, you might be taking some time out this Gemini season to like just relax, or when you do have time for yourself, it'll probably be a good time to relax, or just kind of celebrate, unwind. Some of you guys could eat, excuse me, some of you guys, I feel like maybe even working at home. Some of you guys could be working at home, or that might be like a good way of making money, okay? Or maybe, or even something in regards to like your home or your family, okay? Or your or the people that you are close to, are connected to. Giving, like something about giving and sharing. So this could either be like other people with you, your family, people you're like close to and connected with, who could be like more giving and shit like that with you this season. Like what's the word? Like more hospitality. Yeah, there you go. Hospitality, showing more hospitality. Or this could most definitely be you, okay? Especially with Aries energy, okay? Or that could just be the advice. you know, working on sharing, working on, you know, kind of giving and receiving, working on, you know, showing more hospitality to the people around you. Okay. Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's going to take work. Or just, I see a lot of you guys are literally working. You're literally, you know, you could be working on projects. You could be working on a new home. You could be working on, you know, different ways and how to like make money, or not just money, but, and I know I say this a lot, but that's because it's the times that we're coming into is very crucial. And if y'all don't know, I mean, the economy is about to change. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things happening with inflation, with money, with gas, with everything. You know, the currency, you know, a lot of things are changing. Okay, so if you don't know, or if you do know, you know what I'm saying, then that might be something that, you know, you might kind of start focusing on more, you know what I'm saying, or might start taking into consideration, you know, different things, different projects, you know what I'm saying, you could maybe work on, or start kind of wielding, you know, into your life. Okay. You know, definitely to help you, to help you out on a material, financial sense. Okay, hell, emotional and mental too. Because, you know, money don't solve all your problems, but at least when you have a sense of comfortability and you know you got somewhere to sleep at night, I mean, the stress on your mind, on your mental, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, unless you just don't care, you know what I'm saying? If you just don't care, and you'll be homeless, you'll sleep on the bus, you'll sleep on the road. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? There's some people who are like that and they don't mind, and that's fine. But if you are the type of person who cares, you know what I mean, then hey, you know, it's gonna be a time to work. It's a good time to work. It's a good time to network, literally. I feel like some of you guys are definitely doing that, or that might just be the advice for you, is to network more. I think isn't well, as far as for Aries first house, I know Gemini falls in y'all's third house. So, yeah, I mean, it's a good time to network. It's a good time to, you know, kind of mingle and mix among your associates, you know, meet different people. Okay, some of you guys maybe could even literally be traveling or meeting foreigners, or people who just aren't from where you're from, or, you know, have a different, they may have a different background than you, right? Who can also influence you, influence your, you know, maybe your status, okay, or, you know, help you with your money, you know, your projects, whatever you could be working on. Yeah, let's see, what do we have here for Aries placements? It's Gemini season. So I feel like for some of you guys as well, take a deeper look. Take a deeper look, baby. Take a deeper look. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be dealing with like I don't want to just say soul tie. I mean, that's the first thing that popped up in my mind. You could be dealing with like soul ties, like people literally you could have been intimate with or whatever. Okay, like for some of you guys, I feel like you know, you might need to or already have cut some of these people off. But yeah, I feel like if, you know, some people, especially if they are from your past, if they are like giving you a lot of burdens or a lot of stress, like, it's good to, I mean, cut those people off. Like, there's no, I tell my sister this too. I mean, she's a Sag, but I mean, cause she can kind of be bad with this too sometimes. But I just tell her, baby, look, if you don't want to deal with it, don't deal with it. Don't deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Do not deal with it. Like, and that's just as simple as it goes. Like, people are gonna go as far as you allow them. You know what I'm saying? And my best advice is, if you just don't want to deal with the BS, don't deal with it. Period. You can only try to talk to somebody so much. You see? Okay? So if, for some of you guys, I feel like you guys could be dealing with, old soulmates, okay, or just people from the past. Or it could literally just be memories back down memory lanes. It could even be people that, you might, it could be new people too that you meet, right? This Gemini season, but they could even remind you of your past. Now, these could obviously be karmic relationships too. You might even literally meet people who like are a part of your south node energies. That's what I'm hearing. Like south node energies, karmic energies, karmic. But it's not always negative. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't always have to be. But I feel like for some of these individuals, if it is people from your past, or if you are dealing with like karmic relationships or partnerships, okay, or situations, friends, family, whatever, just make sure that you're not taking on more than like you can handle. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Aries love to work, but make sure you're not like taking on other people's burdens. Yeah, make sure you're not taking on other people's burdens. Aries placements. Don't take on other people's shit. Okay. So, yeah, so Gemini season, I feel like for this Gemini season, like, okay, I know I was saying like matter of time. That's definitely a theme for Aries placements, okay, and what you do within that time, okay, as well as facing your fears, facing your darkness. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this could be a theme too, that could be coming up, like fears. Some of you guys' fears literally could be brought up within this Gemini season, okay, and it could even come through a dream. It could come through a person, place, thing, like whatever, maybe even just certain opportunities that might even come your way, you know what I'm saying, that might kind of bring you back, even childhood, you know what I'm saying, maybe even a lot of childhood memories, okay, or even people, again, that might spark this Gemini season, you know what I'm saying. I meant to say people who might spark like memories of your childhood, right? Like a lot of that might be going on too, a lot of reminiscing as well, okay. But I feel like a lot of you guys are definitely like really passionate, and you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys definitely are working a lot, or you have a lot to work on. But again, like I said, just make sure you're not like overloading yourself or doing too much, okay. But again, networking will be good for you guys, okay, and working with other people. But yeah, and just be mindful of karmic relationships, okay, because or just karmic people as well. I feel like a lot of you guys are still like tied or attached to like people from your past. Like, I don't know, or this is people with you maybe like are still attached to you and shit from your past. But yeah, and again, I feel like a lot of you guys are definitely facing your fears, or just some of your fears may be brought up this Gemini season, and it most definitely might come through a lot, like around, in regards to like your surroundings, in regards to like people around you, or just things that you might hear, you know what I'm saying. This could even be like maybe what you were once scared of before, you know, you're learning to face now. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all this Aries energy going on too. Like, you know, I feel like a lot of you guys are most definitely learning, you know, to face your fears. And even maybe people who like might try to project onto you, right, or make you fearful, you know, you're learning how to face that. You're learning how to walk through that. You know, you're learning how to still let your light shine. You know, don't let, or either that's the advice, don't let nobody dim your light. Don't let nobody take your light. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody scare you or knock you off of your path, period. Okay. Because at the end of the day, all that shit is an illusion. All of it is an illusion. The only thing is real is what you make real, what you make matter. It's a matter of time. But yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are definitely just, you know, you have a lot of power within you. You have a lot of will, I feel like, too, you know, that you guys are just, you know, probably just really ready to act on and show. I feel like for some of you guys as well, you could have went through depression or kind of sadness. I think I said this a little earlier too, or just maybe loneliness. Okay. Or you might kind of be dealing with this, you know, sub-lead this season, this Gemini season. Okay. Like being more alone. Okay. Getting more comfortable with being alone. And like, and that could be it too. You know, like for some of you, some of your fears could be like being alone, you know, really being by yourself, really feeling your emotions, letting yourself feel, you know, like for some of you guys that could be, and you could even be learning that this Gemini season, that could be one of your fears. That could be something that you may not have ever really paid attention to, or you never really faced or dealt with before, but you might be dealt your cards this season, you know, being alone, being by yourself, being to yourself, you know, and actually enjoying it. You know, I feel like there's definitely some like a deeper truth, you know, that some of you guys like might discover when like being by yourself, and not just by yourself like, okay, what now, like just let that shit out, you know, when nobody else know, when nobody else might see, let it out. Like when you by yourself, cry, you know what I'm saying, scream, like let yourself feel, let yourself think, let, you know, like just release it. Release that shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of you guys, it's just a time for healing. Really, I feel like a lot of you guys, it's a time for healing, and it's a good feeling though. It's definitely a good energy. Yeah, so I feel like, again, like I said, you know, some of you guys, you know, we have memories, forgiveness, don't rush. Okay, so some of you guys, you know, you might already are learning this, or this is something you might you know, you might kind of need to learn this Gemini season. I mean, really this year period, because North Node is in Taurus. You know, learning how to kind of slow down and not rush, take your time, you know, be more practical, because Taurus ultimately is about like slow and steady building, and, you know, self-worth, self-love, you know, all of those things. You know, it's like steady growth, you know, that's Taurus. It's fixed earth, not mutable like Virgo, you know, which is fast. So, and, you know, Aries is cardinal fire too. So it ain't nothing really slow about Aries energy. But at the end of the day, we all have these energies that we're able to utilize, right? So it's just about how much you learn, you know, how to utilize these energies. You know what I'm saying? You have to teach yourself. You got to kind of train yourself. It's possible. But yeah, so I feel like a lot of you guys, again, like I said, you're learning, you know, maybe how to slow down, maybe how to take your time, look more into the details, you know, don't, you know, kind of think before you just go and act. As well as maybe forgiveness, okay, letting shit go. What did I say a few minutes ago? Release that shit, let it out, release that shit, don't hold on. A lot of it got to do with memories, I'm telling y'all, okay, or just karmics, people from your past, old relationships, okay, or even just your childhood. It's gonna be a lot of shit that might be brought up this Gemini season, or just other people around you, or things you might see on media or hear on the radio, or just wherever that you know, might trigger, okay, these things for you. But I feel like forgiveness is definitely gonna play like a huge role, okay, as well for you guys this Gemini season. All right, the last one for Aries placements. Let's see the numerology and the zodiac. Okay, so Scorpio underlying energy is Pisces. Okay. I know I was talking about Taurus, right? Well, Scorpio is fixed water. Okay. Or the 8th house. So some of you guys, you know, you might need to look at your 8th house, see what's going on there. Okay, or just the Scorpio energy itself, sex, death, rebirth, transformation, war, and then as well as being fixed water. Okay, so you know, and obviously, and also being the other side of Mars, being the feminine side. So that could be a thing for you guys too. Your feminine energy, tapping more so into your feminine energy, your feminine nature. Gemini rules feminine and masculine. It's the twins. Okay, so some of you guys, that could be the thing too. You know, you could have been always, you could have been, you're learning how to, or this might be the advice, or you might need to learn how to transition from your masculine into your feminine nature. Learn how to accept both parts, both sides of yourself. Okay. Damn. Okay, now, but it could also be like sex too, okay, or like people you know, you could be intimate with, right, or involved with, who could also be teaching you this or showing you this, or just, and subconsciously, you know, just kind of tapping, you know, helping you tap into this, you know, your more sensual side, your more feminine side, okay, also your darker side. Okay, so some of you guys also too could be coming more so in tune with your darker side. You might also literally be connected with a Scorpio, or someone with Scorpio placements, or this could be you. But yeah, so just, you know, learning how to take a deeper look into things, learning how to take your time, okay, you know, not be so impulsive, as well as learning how to forgive, learning how to let go, release anything that you have been holding on to, or that's, you know what I'm saying, that's been hurting you, or that's been holding you back, you know, or maybe even, you know, yeah, I mean, ultimately, whatever you may have been holding on to or keeping to yourself. And just allow yourself, give yourself time to heal, give yourself time to, just give yourself time. And that goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. It's a matter of time. So maybe the time is about you and giving yourself time. You know, you may be so impatient with other people because you're not even patient with yourself. You have to give yourself and allow yourself time. And I'm talking about myself too as an Aries moon. Okay, like, give yourself time. You know what I'm saying? Learn patience with how to have patience with yourself first. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I hope this reading helps some of you guys. And enjoy your Gemini season. Love you guys.